everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got 3 super simple, short, sharp tips to help you improve your running form. So let's get stuck into this. Let's go. Thank you so much for joining us for another video. My name's Ben Parks, 225 marathoner and coach, and I've got 3 fantastic tips to get you running better. The first one we're going to be talking about is a forward lean using gravity to cover the ground a little bit better. We're then going to move on to have a chat about barefoot running, and then finally we're going to have a chat about strides. These are all things that I've implemented into my training to go from looking really bad and embarrassing when I'm running to actually being quite proud of how I'm moving now. Right, let's get stuck in to the forward lean. So when you see the world's best runners running, they have this lovely forward lean and bow in their back as they move forward. They're basically using gravity to cover the ground a little bit better. And their foot is landing nicely in the midfoot, or what some people like to call a tripod landing. So I've got a little drill that everybody can do at the start of their run. And basically what we want to be visualizing here is leaning into the run. So you don't want to be leaning from the hips or from the shoulders or anything like that, keeping everything in line. We're going to be leaning from the ankles. So just get ready to start your run and then just lean into it, and you'll find you will naturally land on the ball of your feet, nicely on that tripod landing. And you can just keep doing this over and over again, and then just go off on your run basically. So you're standing there, just lean forward, and then you can just move into your run. You can do this loads of times, just stop, start, and do it maybe 10, 15 times, and just run for around about 100 meters. And it's just gonna get you set up right for that run. It's something you can keep practicing over and over again. And I find for that first K, when you're just out on an easy run, it really helps encourage that really good form. Right guys, moving on to have a chat about barefoot running. Now this is always a controversial subject, but my take on it really is modern running shoes, big, thick, chunky shoes, really help us get away with running badly. And if you can take those off your feet and practice running without them, it's really gonna get our body far more in tune to running in a more natural way. Now, I wouldn't encourage barefoot running to go out for miles and miles. A lot of us run in cities, urban areas, very hard ground. But if you find yourself in a park, or better still, even here on the beach, it can be really good to take your shoes off and just run 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, however much space you've got, just naturally without your shoes on. So why we might like to do this is it's all up in our head, and it's really hard for our body or our head to run in a bad way. So as I say, when I'm out in the park, just something like this, kick your shoes off. And I find if you are a heel striker, your body is not naturally going to want to run like that. So you'll be much more inclined to run nicely on the balls of your feet, on that midfoot strike again. As I say, give it a go guys when you're out there, when you're out in the park. And I would say also, if you're very new to this, don't do this too much. It might put a little bit of extra strain on your calves if you are traditionally a heel striker. But as I say, 100 meters, 200 meters, you'll find yourself covering the ground so much better. And then you put your shoes on, back on, and carry on. A lot of these things will imprint into your brain to get you moving that much better. Right guys, if you are finding this video useful, please like and share it with a running friend as well who might be out there trying to improve their running form. And today's question of the day: how much work do you do on improving your running form? Or is this the first video like this you've ever watched because you want to get out there and improve? Let us know down in the comments, how much work are you doing in your running form? Right, let's get back to the video. Right, guys, moving on, we're going to have a chat about something you can do at the end of your easy runs, and this is something called strides. Really great, and most importantly, lots of fun as well. So what do I mean by strides? Well, you finished your run, and you haven't done your warm down yet. And then what we're basically talking about here is doing some bursts of around about 15 to 20 seconds of running at 95%, so nearly all out intensity, and then just have about a 30-second recovery. For early sort of beginners, you might do this sort of 2 or 3 times. Intermediate, sort of 4 or 5. More advanced, sort of 6, 7, something like that at the end of your run. Now, why do we do this? Well, like a lot of the other things we're talking about, it's very hard to run with bad form when you're running at that sort of intensity, at that sort of speed. Your legs are just turning over that little bit faster. The cadence is coming up, your stride length is increasing. And yeah, it's just about sort of reprogramming what's going on upstairs, and we take that feeling forward to when we're out there at marathon pace or sort of interval pace, going a little bit slower. So as I say, give it a go. Super easy to get in to the end of your runs. Right guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let us know down in the comments how your running is going as well. It will be great to catch up down there. And yeah, you'll be putting some of these tips and tricks to moving a little bit better when you're out there on your next run. Let us know how you get on. Thank you for all the support with the Patreon legends and all the legends on here that help support us on YouTube as well. It's really fantastic. Check out the website benparks.com for those training plans, hats, gear to help you out there getting it done day after day, run after run, on towards your next goal. Thanks very much guys, we'll see you in the next one.